All the way from Oregon, Arizona, and North Carolina, your hosts, Anthony, Tommy, and Theron. It's the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah.
We are going freaking live. Oh my gosh, I'm in the hot seat right now, getting crazy on the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. Always some technical freaking difficulties every time coming at you hot. Something's always got to break. We always got to be late. And if you want, you can take them out on a hot date and you can tell them all about your skates. And maybe just maybe you can recreate Inmate. Oh, welcome to the show. It is a two-man show right now. Tommy Guns will be joining us in a little bit, but we got T-Money's on the other line. T-Money's, say what's up.
What's going on? Is this thing recording? Are we on? Am I on? Am I live? I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting like 1,000 freaking text messages. Sweet Jiminy Christmas. Oh my gosh. Yes. Hey, so I have seen a little bit of Raw. I've seen a little bit of SmackDown. I've not caught up on NXT.
Woo!
I'm not caught up on NXT. So if you want to run some NXT game, please.
I don't have any. I don't watch it. I'm sorry. I'll watch TakeOver.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we can talk about TakeOver, man. We can talk about Money in the Bank. Crazy. Hey, listeners, what should we talk about? Oh, that's right. It's being recorded. This is not live, so you have no idea what's going on in live time. You only hear this on Podbean or on iTunes when you download the podcast. So we're going to talk about NXT TakeOver.
Woo! Chicago.
Yeah, what did you think, man?
I thought that NXT TakeOver Chicago was an awesome show with some great storylines, and it established some people. I mean, for it being not as big of a card as you would expect from NXT, but it was still like a really good show. Very fond of Velveteen Dream versus Ricochet. Very fond of Tommaso Ciampa versus Joey Gargano. I actually got a Joey Gargano tattoo today. His logo is now on my forearm.
That's legit.
Yeah, it stands for do it yourself, man. Never forget about DIY, because you got to do things yourself. But I liked it. I was very impressed with it, with everything from the opening bell to the ending bell. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Were you feeling it?
I was, man. I was feeling it. It was definitely a full day of wrestling. So I watched Money in the Bank first, and then after Money in the Bank finished, then I went into NXT. So I'm trying to rattle my brain again on what was happening. But, dude, sweet Jiminy Christmas. Everything was just absolutely incredible. The Ricochet Velveteen Dream match was awesome. Velveteen Dream is so good, dude. He puts on such a good fight. Yes,
he does. Rocking the Ode to Hulkamania outfit and just killing it out there, man. Like, he's the truth, man. He's the truth. I can't wait to see him whenever he gets to the main roster. I really hope he succeeds up there because he's got it. In NXT. He's got it.
Yeah, dude,
there.
For sure. Me too. I would love to see him actually do something fun on the main roster, not just be, punked and put to the sidelines,
I hope not. And I don't think he will be. I just hope that he gets over with the main roster crowd. Like on some Enzo Amore times 30 type stuff. Because the only reason he got pushed was because he was over so much. Yeah. And Velveteen done nothing wrong. So I'm just, oh man. He's so good. He's so good.
He really is. He's entertaining. Like you look at him and he's just so flamboyant and he's so unique and he's like his own, he is his own persona. And he just does it so well. And not only that, but he's a big guy and he can wrestle, dude. He can put on a fight.
That's what I'm saying. So nonchalant, so arrogant. He is the modern day arrogance. He's like Rick the Model Martel, ravishing Rick Rude arrogant. Even Goldust had an arrogance to him. It was just like it was so different, but it was just so good. And you were just like, dang, that guy's got it. You know what I mean? That's what I think of when I see Velveteen. No discredit to Ricochet. Ricochet is great wrestler, and I feel like, did he win? Who won that match?
Ricochet did.
Yeah, see, Velveteen keeps having to do the dip, man. He keeps having to do the job for these guys and put them over.
Yeah, but
so
at the same time, he's putting himself over too. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing it so well that even though he's taking the L, man, I don't think it's really affecting him that bad.
No, not at all. Not at all. He is going to be over for however long he's in NXT. His name is rumored for call-ups whenever they have more. So it's like you're just waiting to see, man. Waiting to see that take off. I feel like it's going to take off.
Doesn't that usually happen around SummerSlam when they do another shakeup?
Do after SummerSlam and after Royal Rumble, or not Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. So yeah, he might show up. You never know. They just debuted Sanity like last week. So,
yeah, after not freaking having anything for them when they brought them up. What a waste.
Not having anything for one of the hottest factions in wrestling is pretty sad. Or the Authors of Pain, but this is a good thing, the Bar. They don't have anything for the Bar. So maybe we can see the end of the Bar finally. They have nothing for them in creative. This is a shout out to them finally doing away with the Bar.
Yeah, good. Oh, it's just one of those, like, you just rinse and repeat with the same guys over and over, and then it just gets so, we talk about it all the time on the show, but it's so disheartening when there's so much good talent in other places, but WWE just sticks to the same old number 2, same old number 3. There's only feels like there's only 4 options on the menu, and that's all you're given. And yet there's like this secret menu and you can get all of these cool combinations, but just WWE just refuses. They just don't want to take the risk, and yet they can, because it isn't like if they don't put on a good show, no one's going to watch next week. You know what I mean? Like, they can afford to they can afford to take risks is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they definitely can. They definitely can do that. They can take the risks out there, and they just don't pull the trigger on the risks. I guess maybe Rusev Day being number 1 contender for the WWE Championship, that's a slight risk, but that could just be a filler for Extreme Rules, and that's what I think it's going to be. And, they won't pull the trigger on something like that. You might even see Rusev Day go away and, what's his name? Rusev become a heel somehow. So it's like, man, if you would just go with what we're telling you, sky's the limit.
They just don't want to do it, man.
Vince just don't care.
Nope, because he's Vinnie Mac, and Vinnie Mac can be on the attack and eat your snacks on your back.
Because you got no chance.
No chance. Totally true, man. Oh my goodness, totally true.
Yeah, this is the guy that develops a 5-man, fatal 5-way, 4-way for the number 1 contendership for the Universal title, and then just decides, I don't like that idea, I'm going to scrap it, and just scraps it. And now, we still have to deal with Brock Lesnar as the Universal champion, refusing to take on anyone who would have won that match, and then working that into the storyline. And you're just like,
so dumb. God, same thing. We always talk about it. I refuse to acknowledge that championship as an actual legitimate championship. It's garbage. It's a ploy to sell toys. That's all that it is.
It is. I can't even find it in the toy section of any Target or Walmart.
Yeah, I don't even know. To tell you the truth, I don't even know if they make it.
No, they make it. I've seen it on the back of all the other ones. They have the Cruiserweight Championship, the Raw Tag Team Championships I've seen, the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, the WWE Championship, of course, the Intercontinental Championship, and I do believe they have the Women's SmackDown Live title as well. No Universal Championship.
Jeez. Dude, I would like the Cruiserweight Championship belt. It's pretty sick. I didn't know they had a total.
I just saw it yesterday.
Oh, that's awesome. That's definitely a worthy buy.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Well, hey, let's keep going with NXT, man. So the other matches that were going on, there was Beyond Velveteen Dream and Ricochet. There was also, Aleister Black and, we're jumping around a little bit, Lars Sullivan.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch a lot of that match, but I watched it. I don't know who won.
Aleister Black won, but it was a fight. It was.
Yeah, that's the thing.
This is something I've noticed with NXT, and actually I'll jump into another match at the same time too. So, Undisputed Era versus Oni Lorcan and what was the other guy's name? Oh gosh, whatever. It's terrible. I don't know off the top of my head, but either way, Oni Lorcan and his partner. And at first you think like, oh, this is just gonna be a cheese match. This is not gonna be worth it. And of course, like Oni Lorcan comes out and the other guy comes out, and the crowd is just like, whatever, you're gonna get squashed. But they put on such a good match. So what I'm trying to say is that NXT does this thing to you where they give you these matches and they make you think that nothing is gonna come of it, or that it isn't going to be a good fight, right? They could pair two random schmoes like they sort of did. And in the end, it is "this is awesome" chant. The two tag guys, they lost, but the two tag guys they got like a standing ovation, and everybody loved it. Like, they put on a damn good fight, and that's what NXT does. They give you. They give you uncertainty, and that's something I know we talk about a lot on this show. Is they give you the element of surprise. They give you the element of you don't know, like they want you so bad to be a smark, and they take that away from you. They don't let you really like soak into that mindset, because they tease you with, ooh, you think you know better than us, but in reality you don't know jack dingus.
That's right. That is right. The thing is, NXT just gets it right over and over and over again.
Every time. I saw something, I don't know if you saw this, but maybe it was just some fake photoshopped thingy, but NXT on Fox Sports 1?
Yeah, no, that's a rumor that they're considering putting it on Fox Sports 1 now that they have to deal with Fox. So I don't know if that means like the replay, or if that means that you got to get cable to watch NXT. But
okay, so Mr. Paul Levesque, if you are listening, in fact, I know you are. Oh my
You're
gosh.
always listening, Paul Levesque. We know you're on there, Paul. Take the match, Paul.
Listen, man, do not call anybody up. You keep everybody in NXT. You do not move a damn soul. You do not move a damn soul. You let them
is
stay
going
in
on?
NXT. Dude, are you kidding me, dude? You know how big Adam Cole would be? You know how much bigger Aleister Black would be? Do you have any freaking idea how big Velveteen Dream would be if they stayed on NXT on Fox Sports 1? Dude, don't even put them on Raw. Don't even put them on Raw. Don't even do it, dude. Don't do it. You're gonna get such a big pop, dude. Those guys, everybody, dude. Freaking Roderick Strong, oh my god, dude. Well, Bobby Fish when he gets back, but dude, everybody else that's freaking on NXT, right? Gargano, Ciampa, freaking, of course, Black. Already said him, but dude, the roster goes deep, dude. That if they went to a television network and not just the WWE Network, do not move those guys. You need them there for the next like two years. Keep them there. Think about what it would do for ratings. It'd be so good because it would be.
I see where you're going. It's all from Full Sail University, where all these characters are over in their own ways. And I wish I could remember who wrestled with Oni Lorcan for the tag titles. And I can't. So, listeners, if you know the answer, let us know, because I can't think of his name, but I know that the match was awesome.
I gotta look it up. Hang on.
Shayna Baszler versus the Nikki Cross match was also awesome. Such a good match, and just establishes Baszler as that dominant B word that ain't taking nothing from nobody, no matter what they do or how crazy they are. She's here to stay. And she's a member of the Four Horsewomen. I don't know which ones are the originals. I'm not really sure. I feel like right now the UFC version of the originals or MMA version is a lot stronger looking than the WWE version, simply because half of them are feuding anyway, and they're UFC women. So, sans that. Ciampa versus Gargano 3. Oh my God, it was so dirty. Ooh, that Ciampa's so good. He doesn't have music.
Yep, I love that. I love that he has no music.
No, he speaks. I was going to say he doesn't speak, but he doesn't have music. And he refuses to let the WWE shop sell his merchandise. He doesn't even have any merchandise. He doesn't.
Really? He doesn't let him sell it?
He doesn't. He doesn't want it sold. He's a Sicilian psychopath.
Oh, I love that.
Who stalks the lives of his prey, who spits on the wedding ring of his former partner. I'm pretty sure he was the best man in that wedding and lived with that couple for like 7 months. And
what's up?
It was running. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Evil running. Finally, The Rock has come back to the podcast.
What an intro, man. What I miss?
We had to look up. Well, actually, now I know the name of the guy. Okay. Well, here, trivia question for Tommy.
Okay.
Who was Oney Lorcan's tag partner in NXT TakeOver?
Wait, who's the partner?
Oney Lorcan.
I don't even know who that is, man. If he walked in my house and took one of my chips, I wouldn't know who he was.
He came within an inch of becoming your new NXT Tag Team Champions with Oney Lorcan.
What about Mustache Mountain? Is that a thing?
We haven't even gotten there yet. Spoiler alert! Running in with the dirt.
Here are my dirt sheets.
The answer that we're all looking for is Danny Burch.
Damn it! It was Danny effing Burch. Sorry. That was.
Oh, okay. We're talking about NXT TakeOver Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Oh yes. All right. Okay. Yeah. Because the last show you guys did was before Money in the Bank. Now we're talking about the Fallout.
Yes. Because we had technical difficulties, and I just decided to start the show because I got really pissed off at Windows, and so I said, "Screw this! I'm just going to start."
Tommaso Ciampa versus Joey Gargano 7.
It could happen, man. That last fight was 35 minutes, man. That Chicago Street fight was 35 minutes and 29 seconds.
That story was so good. Oh, yeah.
But didn't Ciampa win?
He did, yeah. He did, man. I think he's challenging Black next, Aleister Black.
Oh, that's awesome.
Man, that's crazy. What a heel.
I need that in my life.
Yeah.
That's
freaking
awesome. But no, we were saying briefly, like to kind of recap, we were talking about how like NXT gives you that element of like if you try to be a smart, you can't. They take that away from you, because the Oney Lorcan Danny Burch match was incredible. Like everybody thought this was just going to be a squash, but it turned out to be ridiculously awesome and really well put together. And so NXT does that, right? Like even the Lars Sullivan Aleister Black fight, Black's just gonna beat him really easily, but like Lars Sullivan put up a damn good fight. Same thing. Like they just give you this element of uncertainty, and that's exactly what is like so important and so crazy and cool about NXT.
What's crazy is they're just like the default like number 2 promotion like almost in the world right now. I guess I can make an argument for New Japan, and people from New Japan are probably like banging their heads against the wall, their screen right now when I said that. But I mean, there's an argument that they're just like really like top flight promotion. They do tours, they have their own weekly episode, and they're talking about putting NXT on like regular TV now and stuff. So like on Fox.
That's also
WWE moves over to Fox.
That's what we were just talking about, and I was saying, I was joking. I was saying, Paul Levesque, if you're listening, if you decide to go that route, do not promote anybody. Do not take anybody from NXT and put them into Raw. You need to keep them in NXT for like the next 2 years. Like, don't move Velveteen, don't move Black, don't move Undisputed Era, don't move any of those guys, because if you're going to put them on a major network, you need to keep them there, because that's going to be cool. That's going to be its own brand. Like, the pitfall and the danger is if you freaking put them on Raw, right? Like we were talking about earlier in the episode, that if Velveteen Dream moves up to Raw, he could be wasted talent. He could be sidelined. And that would be such a waste.
Andre Cien almost says hi.
Oh my god, man.
Or authors of pain say hello.
Exactly, dude. Freaking sanity.
Sanity. Oh my god. It's. I mean, yeah. Like, gee, that's like three like major players that could be doing something on Raw and SmackDown. They're all three just kind of lost in the wind right now. It just like it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. That's why if they do a major network, like don't F with it. Why would you do that? Why would you take anybody from NXT to promote them? Again, like we joke about it, but dude, NXT is or moving from NXT to Raw or SmackDown is like a demotion. It's not a promotion, it is a demotion, because there's just the intimacy is gone. The small crowd love is gone. Now you're just a small fish in a very big pond.
Yeah, so we know Raw's number one, SmackDown's like number two, sometimes slowly number one. Like, they need to treat NXT, if it goes on TV weekly, they need to treat it like a number two or number one level. Like, they need to treat it exactly like they can like go toe to toe for Raw and SmackDown at any time. Like, I don't know, maybe even in Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble have them, or WrestleMania have them have a more of a presence there. I guess maybe have them have a Survivor Series team competing at Survivor Series, made them have more entries in the Royal Rumble, maybe having one of their matches float over to WrestleMania on that Sunday, because I don't know, man, it's so much talent down there and so good with these takeover events. So like it needs like a bigger stage. Even they might be hitting their head on the ceiling right now.
That's true. They could be outgrowing their space.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, man. Oh, crazy. So yeah, that's basically you're now caught up on what we were talking about while you were gone.
Nice. Aaron? Soapbox? Is Aaron here?
I think you put a mute on.
Oh, he put himself on mute. Okay, yeah.
NXT TakeOver was awesome. Am I back? Woo!
Woo from Carolina.
I missed like 5 minutes of whatever y'all said because my call exploded and my technology just blew up. So
it's all good.
I heard something bigger stage, something dark side, something else.
That sounds about right.
Okay. Well, on the Money in the Bank then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, what'd you guys think of, I'm just going to throw out random matches because I have no idea what the match card was, but...
Rich Swann versus Hideo Itami for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Wait, what? Rich Swann wasn't even there, dude?
That's Cedric Alexander. We got those two confused.
They didn't even have a match at the pay-per-view for crying out loud.
Rich Swann is the sign of the promotion that will not be named.
He actually debuted tonight. I saw it on Twitter.
Entertainment, GFW.
Oh my gosh, dude, he fell off so hard.
God.
The match looked like it opened with the Bludgeon Brothers versus Gallows and Anderson. Was on the pre-show.
The Bludgeon Brothers won. Of course, they won.
Of course, the club is nothing now. The club is nothing.
Oh wait, they got a rematch, but they already moved on from there.
The club doesn't have a doorman anymore. They just let anyone in. It's like no secret code or password. Just like get in and wreck their stuff and just rock right back out.
They've already moved on to bro. The reuniting.
No,
wait,
dude. The club is modern day Chuck E. Cheese. You just go in, you wreck someone else's place, and you leave it to the employees to clean it up.
That's the cash in the club. Anyone can get in at this point. Yeah. Speaking of those who cannot be named, how about Daniel Bryan defeating Big Cass in the opening match of the Money in the Bank?
Big Cass is fired. No one cares.
No one cares. He's gonna be moving to the promotion that will not be named. Just give it time.
Oh,
Big
man.
Cass to GFW. All right, let's go.
Gosh.
Apparently, I read a rumor that Big Cass and Enzo actually hate each other, so there's not going to be a reunion on the Indies.
They hate each other?
Yeah, they legit do not like each other.
Why were they attacking?
Because Enzo was an a-hole, dude.
But apparently so is Big Cass.
Yeah, he is. That's like a big reason he got fired. It's just they're like, oh, he was having differences with the creative, and oh, he didn't rehearse a segment, and oh, he got drunk on the European tour. He just sounds like a douchebag.
Yeah, apparently. Well, I didn't want to say the rumor of Carmella, but it's not good.
Oh, he got dumped by Carmella. Wait, what's the rumor about Carmella?
That he was not a good boyfriend, and I'll leave it to your imagination after that.
Not cool. Not
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Staten Island, bro.
Gosh, yeah. So good riddance. Then if you can't, if you can't hang in this modern era and be cool with everybody in the back, then you just don't deserve to be what you're doing. I feel like nowadays it really is I think they have instilled this camaraderie and locker room, brotherhood and sisterhood that is not to be effed with now. You know what I mean? I really feel like that has been established. It's yes, you want the best for your career and do the best you can, but now it truly has become, don't be an a-hole in the back. Don't be an a-hole to your fellow coworkers, because there will be repercussions. You will be embarrassed on live TV. You will be buried by other superstars. So if you're cool and you do a good job and you're a great performer with the other performers, the other superstars, then yeah, things will go well. But if you don't abide by that, if you can't abide by the simple golden rule of not being an a-hole, then you deserve to not be a part of this company.
Especially, he wasn't even that talented, man. He was okay on the mic. He was still learning in the ring. It's what are you doing? It's not like you're a former world champion and you're a big pay-per-view headliner. You're just still trying to learn your ropes and trying to pay your dues still.
Yeah, you're still cutting your teeth. I don't know, dude. It's just the whole program they did with Daniel Bryan. Cool for Daniel Bryan, makes him look good because he can fight a big man. But at the same time, it was duh, we know Daniel Bryan's going to be, kicking ass and taking names. There's no reason for him to not win. But, it just goes to show, all right, he's gone. So Big Cass is by the wayside. So we'll see what happens in the future.
Someone else who's going to be gone for a while, Bobby Lashley defeated Sami Zayn. And I guess Sami Zayn was injured. I guess he has a bad shoulder. Yeah, he has a huge. I guess he was working through a bad shoulder. I guess he injured it last August or something like that. And at SummerSlam, so he was working through it the whole time. And yeah, so he's just decided to get surgery, and he's going to be out. I think they said almost till WrestleMania, maybe.
Whoa.
Which sucks, man, because he was really finding his footing as an asshole heel.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. As much as I'm sad for that, and I would love to see him perform, I think it's kind of good for him, because when he comes back, he left on a heel note. He left on a note where it was I guess what I want to say is he left on a note leaving you to want more. And so now when he comes back, it'll be yeah, Sammy's back, and he kind of gets to choose whether he's a heel or whether he's a face.
Yeah, that's true. He can come back either way. Yeah, no matter, I think he's gonna get a pop no matter what when the first time that little ska riff hits.
Which I think a certain someone, Roman Reigns, should do is take an effing hiatus.
Constable Baron Corbin?
He's got a new haircut. He's got a new haircut.
Oh my gosh. Sure. Yeah, I was talking about Roman Reigns, but he should leave and then come back. Take a hiatus, man. Leave. Just leave for a bit. And just leave. Just go.
Jinder Mahal in a one-on-one match. That makes me the number one contender
Oh gosh.
Title that shall not be spoken of.
Just go.
I'm that good.
Just leave.
I am Roman Reigns.
For like 6 months. Take a vacation, dude. Just go to Disney World. Go to Tahiti. Go backpacking around Europe. I don't care. But just don't wrestle in WWE. Just take a break. I'm so sick of Roman Reigns. But what I'm getting at is what's in the case of Sami Zayn is it works out because when he comes back, people are going to dig it.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like Dean Ambrose, whenever he comes back, he's been gone since December, so it's already 6 months. So whenever he comes back, I think he's going to have a good chance to reboot whatever he was doing.
Exactly. He can come back. Is he a heel? Is he face? What's he going to do? What's the first words out of his mouth? What's the first feud?
Screw you, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, it could.
That'd be cool, man. Actually, I dig that reversal of roles.
Screw you, Bobby Roode.
so random. Next up was the IC title match: Seth Rollins versus Elias.
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah, Seth Rollins.
The dirty deeds.
Did he?
Done quite expensive.
Yeah.
Double roll up, counter roll up. Grab the tag.
He did, yeah. Didn't he lose to Dolph Ziggler the next night by grabbing the tights too?
Yeah, he did.
Yes. I don't even know if that makes sense. I guess they're pushing Ziggler again, and maybe Rollins now moves into the title that should not be spoken of picture. Take it off of the person that shall not be named.
It's so stupid.
It's so weird, man.
Ziggler is IC champ for like the 17th time.
Cool.
Do we care? Is it relevant? Is it
Yeah, I dig it. I like it.
Okay.
I think it's cool if these guys got the Drew McIntyre like element with him, which is like he's like the powerhouse and Ziggler's like the pretty boy.
I saw a lot of things on IG in the searches, and it was like pictures of like Shawn Michaels and Diesel back in like '95. Like,
yeah.
Diesel was and it was like, please don't give us this. And it was like Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. I was like, hey, come on, the Claymore kick's kind of key,
dude. And Drew McIntyre can wrestle.
Yes, way better than Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash could never wrestle, and the sad thing is, I never realized that because I was like,
yeah, that was a hard pill to swallow for me personally too. Like, no, Kevin Nash kicks ass. He's so cool. And then you watch it and you're like, oh no.
He was just a really cool character, but he just didn't have. Yeah, he just could not. He was just big and slow, and he couldn't even hit a power bomb correctly most of the time. It was just dropping your opponent when he's dropped a Big Show on his head that one time. It was crazy.
God, you can't even complete your finisher. If you can't hit your finisher, you need a new finisher.
So true.
Step one.
Yeah.
I kicked out of this conversation 17 times. All I was saying was that Drew McIntyre can wrestle. Yes.
Concur. Yeah, no. Can you hear us?
Yes, I could hear you. Every time I just come back in the conversation like I was never gone. It's like I'm talking and then I just disappear like a ghost and then I come back.
Yeah.
I just thought you stopped talking, so I was like, well, I'm not going to let there be dead air. I'm just going to keep going.
I don't know what y'all were talking about. On to the next one.
We're talking about that match that may have stole the show was the women's Money in the Bank contract ladder match won by Miss Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, it was a good one, and I forgot to pick her. How do you now live on Miss Bliss? Maybe because I thought she had already had her run because she had a strong run in like 2015 through 16, or no, 16 through 17.
Yeah, man, she's the main roster, man. She's been champion on SmackDown and Raw, and she's been Miss Money in the Bank, and she's champion again. She's kind of running stuff, to be honest.
I love her. The goddess. She is the goddess. Respect her authority.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how she's risen to the ranks so fast.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, debuts on the main roster. I think she won the SmackDown Women's title within like maybe a month or two of being up there. Two-time Raw Women's Champion. She might be a four-time Women's Champion. I don't know how many times she won the SmackDown Women's title, but I know she's won the Raw one at least twice. And the way she did it, and then they were saying that that was supposed to be the main event, but I guess they changed their mind at the last minute. I mean, I thought that was good. That was like a good pop. That was, I don't know what was bigger, her or Ellsworth. What do you think? I think her for sure.
Yeah, I think probably her. Yeah, I feel love a good cash in.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I guess. What?
I was gonna say it's crazy. Just more to listen to Bliss's rise. I mean, she really didn't do that much in NXT. She's just more like a valet to tag teams.
She didn't wrestle like. Oh, she was down with Blake and Murphy.
Yeah.
Further away from Blake or Murphy, whichever one it is.
I think it's Murphy. I'm not sure though. Double check that. Yeah, it's just crazy, man.
No, I'm just joking.
So it's just crazy, man. It's like, I guess WWE views her as like maybe the number one woman in the whole company.
I'm sorry. I told you guys. You guys never believed me. I was like, Miss Bliss is. I know she can't wrestle that great yet. Good. They got something there.
Yeah. She's definitely risen to the ranks, and she's highly decorated, and she's great on the mic, great crowd control. Like, it's, yeah, all right. I mean, it's just, I don't know. We talked about it earlier in the show. I just don't want her to fall victim to, being the number, like just another easy choice on the menu. You know what I mean? Like, let's stick to what's safe, right? Let's stick to what's the number 2 or the number 1 or the number 3, right? Like, we can't stray too far away from the menu, right? We can't get crazy, right? We just gotta have what people like. People like burgers and fries, right? Like, even though chili cheese fries are really cool, but they're just not the French fries, right? Like, bacon cheeseburger's kind of cool, but let's just, hamburgers. Just people like regular hamburgers, number 1. So I'm just afraid that's like the default. You know what I mean? We don't know what to do, so let's give it to Alexa Bliss again and see what happens.
Who's working back in WWE Creative?
How dare you sully her good name?
I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that because I think she's one. Alexa Bliss, I know you're listening, and I love your talent. I think you're great. I'm just afraid for your PR. I'm just afraid for just the comfortability, if that's a word. Yeah, I'm just afraid for the comfortability of just putting the title back on you, just for the sake of it being you. Not saying that you need that, because you could absolutely hold your own, not with a title, but there's so many other cool options out there to explore. So many other flavors to try, so many other cool combinations to try. I was telling Theron earlier in the show, like, WWE can afford to take risks.
Yes, right? Yeah, they're number 1 company in the world by far.
They can afford to do it. It's not like if they do, like, I'm just going to throw it down. Hypothetical. This is a total hypothetical, right? Like, they can afford to put the title on, let's say, Mickey James for, I don't know, 2 weeks. And see what happens, right? No one's going to turn the TV off and go, I'm not going to watch WWE because they put it on Mickey James. Like, that's not going to happen. WWE can afford to do this, and they don't do it. They always play the safe card. They always play I'll take the number 2. I'll take the number 3. God forbid you put it on God forbid you eat something else. God forbid you have a tuna fish sandwich. Just saying.
Yeah, I agree, man. They do kind of play it safe a little bit too much. Kind of rotate between at the top of the card where they should be given. Like, yeah, I mean, they gave that Jinder Mahal that one chance for 6 whole months, and God, we stuck with that. So, but that shook it up. It did. That shook up the universe, and that got people talking, and that was cool. Regardless of it not being cool at the same time, it was still cool. It was a shakeup. You want to know what's not a shakeup? Case in point, the stupid Universal title on Brock Lesnar. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm just saying. I'm keeping it quick. But case in point, that is what I'm talking about. That is the conservative safe card. That is the safe word. That is the safe zone. That is the, don't leave. Excuse me. Don't leave the edge of the lawn on your front porch or your front lawn. Right, like don't touch the sidewalk. Oh, it's hot lava. People don't like it when you step on the sidewalk. You gotta stay on the lawn. Don't disrupt it. Like this.
I hope that guy lives next to the writer. Guy from earlier in the show.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the team of frantic guy and anxious creative writer and frantic PR guy.
There's so many guests on the show today. But yeah, I get your point. Yeah, they Universal. I mean, this is just the Universal. You forget about it, man. It hasn't been on. It's been 2 pay-per-views. Feels like it's been long. It really feels like it's been since WrestleMania, and it's been 3 months, and we haven't had any Universal title storyline really.
No, it's so stupid.
Such a wasted opportunity. We're supposed to be the face of the whole company.
You know what I'm saying? It's so dumb. You could have put it on Balor. You could have put it on Samoa Joe. Hell, that's what I'm saying. That's the perfect opportunity for WWE to take a risk with something that is new, right? This is a new damn title that you could have had shifted hands like 5 or 6 times, and it would have been cool because it would have been like, oh, Joe's the champion. Oh man, Joe got his ass beat by Balor. Who would have thought? Now Balor's the champ. Oh my God, Balor got his ass beat by Strowman. Oh man, Strowman's the champ. Oh my God, Strowman got his ass beat by Joe again. Oh my God, Joe is the champ. Holy crap. Oh my God, Joe got his ass beat by Elias. Who would have thought? You know what I mean? Like, it can be constantly shifting to where it's that NXT charm that, oh, Elias is fighting the champ, and oh my God, he's actually formidable. Who would have thought? Right,
yeah. I think it goes back to the open challenge, like with John Cena when he did that. He had so many great matches at everyone. Or let's see, anytime they do an open challenge, even when Seth Rollins was doing his for a couple weeks, like they always find like lightning in a bottle, and they get people who don't usually get a title shot a chance to run with it. So I mean, if Brock Lesnar wants to go away from the WWE take 3 months off in the middle of the year, that's fine, but he doesn't need to have the title during that time. Yes, it's just holding up a whole division for no reason.
Why is he taking this freaking title hostage? Why are you letting him do this? Mm-hmm. Why? The consensus has been that this is, from the fans at least, the fans' perspective is this is a terrible decision. We do not like this. This is stupid. And what's going to happen, here's what's going to happen. Here's exactly what's going to happen. Exactly what happened at freaking WrestleMania. It was okay, Brock Lesnar gives everyone one F5 and then he wins. And then guess what? Roman Reigns kicked out of the F5 and nobody cared.
No.
Everybody was buying nachos. Everybody was using the freaking pee troughs in the bathroom. Everybody was freaking buying more beer. Everybody was not in their seats for that moment that you had been building for the last umpteen years, and nobody cared. So what I'm saying is that it's like they're building this. Whoever wins, I just don't think they're going to get the pop that they want. I think they are so far down the damn rabbit hole that it isn't going to be I'm just saying glorious for the sake of it, not for Bobby Roode to win it, but it's like glorious. We now have light. We have seen the light of day. It's, oh my God, I've been in this damn hole for like 6 years, and I don't even care that there's light. I'm just glad I'm out of this hole. I'm not even celebrating what I need to be celebrating. I'm just glad I'm out of this damn hole.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting life after Brock Lesnar whenever he leaves. It's just gonna be like a whole new world. Yeah. I
just have a feeling that people are just going to, me personally, and I cannot speak on behalf of everybody, but me personally, yeah, sure, that happened. That was something that happened, and I'm just not going to talk about it. Yeah, sure, yeah, that was a piece of history, but I guess, I don't know. Cool. Yeah, whatever. You know, it wasn't like what it could have been like, oh my God, the Universal title? Oh, it's so cool because it's changing hands all the time. Mm-hmm. It was, it appeared like maybe 10 times, I guess, maybe. Yeah, it was cool. And it's red.
It went from Balor to Owens to Goldberg to Lesnar, and that's where it stopped. It stopped. There's a big stop sign construction, and no one's going anywhere. Everyone's backed up in traffic.
Yep. Oh my God. And I'm not blaming it on Goldberg. I am not going to blame Goldberg. Goldberg was just collateral damage in all of this.
It was a weird decision at the time, though.
It was totally appropriate because they're trying to push the game, and I guess they had beef in the past and whatever. So yeah, Goldberg is apparently the only one to conquer the Conqueror.
It looks so much better in retrospect now compared to what we're going through now. Bring back the Goldberg era.
Oh my God, are we actually trying to summon Goldberg now?
If he gets a 10 off Lesnar, sure. We can move on from that.
This is the oh my God, I can't believe I'm sending the beacon for Goldberg episode.
Beacon for Goldberg. I like that episode name. It's a great title. Oh man.
Do we still have that beacon in the shed? Yeah, yes, boss. I can't believe I'm telling you this.
I thought we sold that out. I thought we sold that at a garage sale.
No, sir, we still kept it. Sign the damn beacon. I'm retiring tomorrow.
Oh gosh. Speaking of beacons, man, James Ellsworth is back in the WWE fold. I couldn't be happier, man. I was super happy about that.
He has a very impressive run.
I think he got a raw deal, so I'm glad he's back, man. I hope he's back for at least through SummerSlam. Might be longer.
You know what? Just have Ellsworth beat Lesnar. Just do the damn deed.
Wouldn't it be great if, like, Braun Strowman's going to cash in or something, and Ellsworth kind of gets in the way and wins, or they book a match between, I don't know. Somewhat screws Lesnar and Ellsworth. I can totally see that happening. All right, here's how it's going to play out. Okay.
Braun Strowman is going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to wait for you to be injured or hurt, Brock Lesnar. I want to cash in and have a one-on-one fight with you. And you know what? Just to make things more interesting, I want Ellsworth to be in the match. Just for the hell of it. I already pulled Nicholas from the audience, so I just want Ellsworth. Why not, right? Let's just give this chinless wonder a chance. Something will happen.
Make a wish.
Where it's now a three-way dance of death. And Ellsworth wins. He beats Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar, pins Brock Lesnar nonetheless, for the Universal Championship. Oh my God, I don't even know what I would do.
You're talking about shaking it up. You want to shake it up? There you go.
Listen, Paul Levesque, hire me.
You're getting kicked out. You're getting dragged out by security if they pull that down in the first meeting.
You know, it's just crazy enough to work.
A good Triple H impression. Oh man. Another title. AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura are moving on from each other, but they did have a good last man standing match. Yeah. They finally got their good match. Waiting since Japan to finally recreate that magic.
Darren, what do you think about that?
Me?
Yeah.
See.
Oh, you just grinded your gears about the Universal title.
Took that ball and ran with it.
That was an epic match. That match was like 30 minutes long, I think.
It was, yeah.
And of course, I would have thought that they ruined it with the candid nut shots, but what a way.
Oh no, Theron got booted right in the middle of his.
Oh no! You know, I was even giving him space too. I was like, I'm not gonna jump in.
let him glitch out. I think he got pulled under the ring by Kane right there.
Team Hell No coming back for Theron's soul.
Oh man, he probably got a call or something, or man, it's North Carolina. It's like it's well after midnight over there, so who knows what's going on over there? Oh man, but yeah. So AJ Styles and Nakamura. Wait, there, are you back? He's in an airplane right now. Okay.
I'm back.
I'm about to board this plane, guys.
Red eye.
Between two epic competitors that finally lived up to their potential. Candid nut shot followed by the phenomenal forearm through the table. That wins the feud. And then Shinsuke is still a super heel because on the next episode of SmackDown, Renee Young asks him what happens, and he just kills it with another fiery promo, and it's only like 4 minutes long. I count in Japanese, and he counted us whole fast. Good stuff, man.
It's good old healing right there. Never give in.
Never give in.
Jeff Hardy or Brother Nero versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I think that this is epic. And maybe Shinsuke finally gets his hands on some WWE gold.
Give him that gold.
Give him that sweet, sweet gold.
Speaking of someone not getting the gold, Ronda Rousey, she won by disqualification, but then Nia Jax got cashed in by Alexa Bliss. Same night.
Yep.
Shoot.
But this goes to show you that you can't out-heal the goddess. Okay? That's all.
It was a little over an hour after she won it, because the Roman Reigns match, the Carmella versus Asuka match, and then the Last Man Standing match, and then the cash-in. So she only had the briefcase for like a little over an hour, and she already used it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was cool that it was cashed in at the same time. That was cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Why
cool with
wait?
that. Yeah, well, you know, it keeps things entertaining and spicy.
And fresh and funky.
Fresh and funky.
I don't know why I said funky. I'm not sure. That was a reach.
Funkadactyls? Anyone? No.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's
Funky
like
sound around.
He's about to win the match, and then, oh no, here comes the goddess out of nowhere with the briefcase, just like flailing it at people, and she wins.
She was just flailing it at people. It was pretty funny. Yeah. How do you guys think Ronda Rousey did for her first one-on-one match?
She almost killed herself when she did that judo flip.
Oh, yeah.
But she did good, though, otherwise.
Yeah, I thought she did pretty good. She pretty good as like the hero in peril, instead of like the badass that just like runs over people. She's getting her like ass kicked a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of good to see.
Yeah, you got to make it believable. There's got to be an element of believability. Believability, is that a word?
Believability was the thing.
I don't know if Bo Leave is still a thing. I think he's on the B team now.
I'm still not a fan of the B team.
I don't think anyone should be a fan of the B team.
Okay.
Mockery and the shame to Erwin R. Shyster and Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. There, I said it.
Oh, man.
Everybody's got a price.
That's Ted DiBiase Jr.
Oh yeah. I think he sells real estate property now and like business real estate or something.
Makes sense.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about him.
Did you?
Yeah, young DiBiase, right? That you're talking about?
Yeah.
Him
Yeah,
and
dude, oh my
Cody
gosh.
Rhodes had a feud once when Legacy split up.
Yeah, that's a cool stable, Legacy.
Yes. It's beautiful.
And then the main event of Money in the Bank, Braun Strowman defeated Bobby Roode, Balor, Owens, Kingston, Rusev, Samoa Joe, and The Miz to win the Money in the Bank contract.
Ooh, that was good.
So many more people could have gone over than Braun Strowman. Clearly did not need to win that briefcase. I feel like he could become the number one contender any day, anytime, whenever Brock comes back. But it's good. Now he has a clear-cut shot at the title whenever. As soon as he finds Brock Lesnar, I think he should sit on him and beat him and get the title off of him, because I'm tired of him being the champion. And plus, it's another accolade for Braun Strowman and his like build to perhaps superstardom. He's kind of got it going right now.
Yeah, he's got the Greatest Royal Rumble trophy already. Now he's got a Money in the Bank briefcase, and I think he has to cash it in at SummerSlam, man. Like he's a monster in the bank, man. He doesn't need to surprise anyone. He's like that damn good already. He's that like powerful. He's like that powerful in the video game of WWE that he doesn't need to like cheat or scheme his way to winning this. He just needs to cash it in as soon as Brock Lesnar comes back. Maybe just challenge it, like Anthony said beforehand. Just lay down the gauntlet and just challenge Brock Lesnar for a match using the briefcase.
I think so. Just take the damn belt off of Lesnar. That's it. I'm tired of it. The Conqueror storyline is stupid. It's overplayed. Yep. Moving on.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties really suck. He should cash in that briefcase and make it the match and the main event of SummerSlam by cashing it in and saying, I'm cashing it in as my main event of SummerSlam right now.
I dig it.
Get it off of Lesnar. Did they fight one-on-one? I don't feel like they did.
I think it was at Night of Champions last year or something like that.
Damn it. That means he beat him already. You're right. He did.
He did,
5.
yeah.
It was 1 at 5, actually.
It was. I remember it was this 1 at 5. Yeah. I think it was. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I always saw it. He was also in a fatal 4-way, I thought, for.
He was.
Rock SummerSlam, yeah.
He was. He didn't get that 5. I don't even remember what happened, actually.
I think Brock Lesnar got destroyed by everyone. It was Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, and Strowman, and Lesnar got destroyed earlier in the match.
But then he came back and won with 1 F5.
True.
Sorry, Anthony.
So stupid.
Wow, he actually pinned Roman Reigns at that match, too.
He pinned Roman Reigns with 1 F5?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It says 3 Superman punches from Reigns, and he attempted a spear. However, Lesnar countered to an F5, and that was it. Yeah.
But it took 5 F5s. Never mind. Sorry.
It is, yeah. Just circling all the way back to the Universal title.
I was buying nachos, man. I don't know what happened. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh man.
Cien Almas for your new Universal Champion.
Please, dude, that would be cool.
That'd be shaking it up.
That would be yes. Oh my gosh. All right, we have like
Dean
30
Ambrose
seconds
for
left.
Your new Universal Champion.
Dean Ambrose?
Ooh. Yeah, just because it's like fine.
It's almost
Universal Champion.
It's almost anyone at this point. We've come to that point where we're pitching Ellsworth 15 minutes ago.
I'm just saying, like, let's say Lesnar retains the title at SummerSlam, which nobody wants to see.
Dude.
And then, boom, James Elias Sampson Ellsworth for your new Universal Champion.
Okay, hang on. Here's what else could happen with Ellsworth winning this title. Everybody's on his side. Everybody hates Lesnar so much. The whole locker room runs out. Classic American hog stomp. Beating the hell out of Lesnar. Everyone beats the hell out of Lesnar. And then they just drape Ellsworth over his dead carcass. And then
everyone hits their finisher on Lesnar in a row.
Everybody, all at the same time. I don't even know how that's humanly possible.
Curb, stunt, spear, coup de grace, choke out. No, he's not there. Never mind.
Then the Goldberg music hits and he hits a jackhammer and walks away.
Oh my God.
And Stone Cold comes out and Stone Cold stuns Vince McMahon for no reason at all.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah. All right.
Gosh. All right.
All right, that's it. End of the episode, guys.
That's it. That was great. That was good. Thanks for tuning in to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. You can find us on iTunes and Podbean. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, the YouTubes. Subscribe and like and share and follow all of those things. Share the show with a friend. Of course, big shout out to our international listeners. Thank you for tuning in. Elbow drop everyone you know.
No, we'll drop your friends too.
Better not bring your kids. Sorry, I had to.
Chappelle showed it.